Hello, it's Francis, Nic's beside me, and this is part 3 of the Journey series.
This is another tedious level, I would say.
Yeah, you just basically walk around to try and discover things, but hopefully we can make it as easy as possible to find stuff.
Now, if you just want to get directly past this level, not getting to the symbols or the really hard symbols to find, you just have to head directly to the mountain and you'll find that the place will be directly there where you need to continue to the next chapter.
Yeah, you just need to follow the flying... Well, you'll see the things that you need to follow because it's quite clear. So, over the mountain, there, you'll see this, and you actually can't miss it because even if you went on the right, it just directs you back to here. So, let's try and regenerate this little thingamabobby. What would you call it?
Scarf.
Scarf. It's a bit old. It's a flying squid.
Well, I would call them kites, but they're actually called kites on a website I went to, one that's dedicated to Journey. Everyone called them kites, but for the benefit of this, we're just going to call it squid. It's just so much easier to accept with what she's saying. She's stubborn.
Flying squid.
Sure.
So basically, all you need to do is follow this squid, flying squid, and they will take you to other flying squids and flying ribbon fish.
So we're trying to get the symbols and also find a trophy called the Mirage. That's when you find a desert flower that's in between the hills of the sand and dune things.
Yeah. Once you find the Mirage, you will be able to find another symbol because they are quite close.
And there are more of the flying squids.
Flying squids. And
now, is one of them going to pick you up?
Yes.
Yeah. So one of them's going to pick you up and take you to a section where you need to continue. So just help you up on that, man, because walking up those...
It's tiring.
So annoying.
Very tiring.
So Francis is just going to take you through to 2 of the symbols and then find the Mirage flower, and then we'll find the other. Last symbol. There are 4 symbols altogether in this chapter, but one of them is right next to the
Mirage?
no, one of them is right before you leave to the 3rd.
Ah, right, yes. Like right near the end.
Yep, right at the end. Just gonna
I'm not gonna sing ever again, so I'll just be doing that. So that is our other glyph. And now we are just going to head. So here's the glyph, and you head in this
Look
direction.
at that monobrow.
Oh, isn't it just a sexy monobrow?
Mm-mm.
So you head.
What gender they are?
Maybe they're unisex,
Maybe.
or maybe they're I don't know.
Anyway.
Does it look like a girl or does it look like a guy?
It doesn't look like either.
Oh, it's so difficult. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to go across this, I'd call it a ridge.
Yeah, it's called the top of the mountain, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter.
If you want to bypass everything and not really discover things, which will, it just takes the fun out of it, but you can do that if you're just trying to go through it quickly. You can just follow those squids, but we're going to go and discover things, but hopefully we can make it as quick as possible. I like communicating with the squids.
Now this is probably, in this level, the most difficult symbol to get because it's got a lot of, not a lot, but you got to sing to the flying ribbon fish and they'll take you to an area, then you got to, it's don't feel bad if you don't get it straight away because it might take you a few times because it's probably the more difficult ones in this.
Yeah, so if this is your first time, using the flying ribbon fish, for example, that failed.
Miserably.
So don't feel bad if you did that.
Yeah, they're fine. We'll just restore yourself first, perhaps.
Yes. So here is how you actually do it. Well, this is my tip. You stand here, you sing, wait for all of them to come to you, and then come across this ledge, and these will
Wait for them
automatically
to
pick you up.
regenerate. You're still not that way, you have to sing.
I don't want to sing.
And there you have it. You've reached the
Other symbol. Okay, so we just come down here to the other squid. The flying squid. Hello, Mr. Squid.
Just so we settle our differences. If comment on this video and tell if you would rather it be a kite or a squid.
I think it'll be a squid.
I really think kite suits better, but as I said, you're stubborn, so
I'm not stubborn.
I'm sure she'll listen to you guys. So just tell us what you think.
So you
Anyways,
just come across this bridge. Slide a little bit. We hope that you can follow these directions. It's a little bit hard to follow since it's such a big desert, but we're trying to make it as good as we can. But if it's not good enough, then you can just comment. Please try and Please try and have constructive criticism, not offensive criticism. That would be appreciated. But just tell us if you think there's something we can improve on, and we'll try and do that.
if it's less talking,
Yeah, we can most certainly do less talking if necessary.
yes. If it's annoying, we don't know.
Yeah. We are quite chatterboxes.
Yeah. So your comments will
Be
go a long way
appreciated,
to helping our channel. Hopefully you'll see more of us in the future, in the near future. Hopefully.
We really hope that you will be able to see more of us, and it would be appreciated if you could comment and tell us how to improve if you have made your own channel and have success.
And as you can just see up here, since this game is sort of online, you can play with other players. This one has done as much as we have, and don't go down there please. Okay, well if I just go sing and I'll show you. As it should sing, you see a light glow on the corner of the screen wherever the person is facing. So I'll just go down here.
So if you ever see a little white glow in the side of the screen, that will show you that you have another person in that area. Usually we can actually do a video if you want to try and figure out how to join a friend, because it can be quite difficult because there are so many people on the server. There's only one person you can go with.
Also, if you don't complete the viewing of the cinematic of the appropriate people, you will next chapter will reset to a new player, so you won't always have the same player throughout the whole entire game. It is very...
You don't have the same player.
You
so
can if you want. There is a trophy.
Yes.
There's a trophy that that will...
Hurry up.
I was just thinking. Sorry. There's a trophy that is finishing most of the game with a certain player, so finishing majority of the game. And that is it's a nice one to do, knowing that you finished a game with someone. You know, it's kind of like that person's always gonna. You know?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if you go down to the left.
Yeah, so basically, you see that thing over there which we just was on?
I went the long way.
Yes, we went the long way. You should just come over 2 hills. This is the second hill, so that's the other one. And then there's the place we were just at. And you just slide down here.
And
you
this is desert flower.
Yes, and as you can see, there are all of the flying squids.
They actually follow you if you didn't realise. They're following you.
Now we've already collected this trophy.
I think it's nice that if you sing to it, it will sing back. And so yeah, so we're just going to walk over this hill. Walk over 2, I think. To the last symbol that's not in the main area. So there it is, you can see it in the distance. And again, sliding is such a beautiful way of travelling through the world. It's so smooth and speeds up your journey so much. Especially in the next chapter. There's a lot of sliding on where it's not that possible. But that's when it gets tricky with some of the symbols. You can't go back once you go past an area. You can't just stop sliding because it's in such a fast pace. Probably the most one of the most intense parts of the game. Okay, so we're just gonna have to release a kite. You're calling it a kite. Kite is good. Not sure which one actually suits, but okay, let's just go ahead and sing to that. Alright, not doing anything. I'm just gonna fire. Okay, so now that we have collected all of the symbols, we are just going to go ahead and head to the mountain. And so, not really sure what the mountain is. Well, we finished it, but so we know that the mountain is the destination.
You've been talking a lot. I haven't actually been talking a lot.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so as you can see, this is definitely one of the parts of the game that has one of the best quality. It's just really stunning.
The way that the light reflects off of the sand is such a nice, just looks so nice.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like the way that that game company has really produced this has been amazing.
Brought certain qualities that I haven't seen in the game
Yeah.
before. It's even the sounds that just to the when it sings, just everything about the game is so good. I don't think of something that's really bad.
No.
Besides the tedious of this level.
Yeah. The tedious levels are probably the negative side, but once you have the white robe, it's easier.
And even then, it's still fun to go through it.
Yeah. So don't think that once you have the white robe, it won't be fun. It's actually a lot more fun when you have the white robe because you don't have to. You can just constantly fly and float and yeah.
You're not really worrying that if I have to conserve my scarf because otherwise I won't be able to get to a certain area, because as soon as you hit the ground, no matter where you are, as soon as you hit something that you're stable, your scarf will regenerate.
Yeah. I love the clouds. They're so fluffy.
They're
Just like little blobs.
I know.
I reckon they should have done like clouds that like came a little bit lower, not just one surface. That would have been cool. Like you like float in the clouds and that gives you energy. That would be cool.
There's another person. Is that person different? I think that person's different.
Really?
Like had different symbols on the robe. So as we were saying earlier, that it will restart with a new person once the person has left to the next section. So this person has just come through.
It may seem like it's the same person, like they may have the same qualities, like they may be selfish, and then the next person you come across may be selfish again. But you may think they are the same person, but really they're actually two different people. So don't go hating on the people that you go through.
At the end of the game, it will tell you which players you've played with in order. So
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, that's also where you can actually check if you've journeyed the game with your friend, because if they've been lying to you, then you can always check.
This person has just started for the first time, so they'll be on YouTube. Isn't that just great?
Yes. Hello, friend. I hope you see this. You probably won't.
So this is a nice person because he is responding to the calls.
Usually, like freshmen,
Oh,
I guess. First timers. They're always not. They're not really selfish because they don't know what to do. So it's always nice to be in control sometimes, but it's also nice communicating with others.
It's nice more not to be in control, but more to be a leader. So
Yeah.
you're helping the person with the stuff that
Yeah,
you
you
know.
feel good about it. Yeah. Now, do you know what this means?
What?
This column thing, can we explain what it means?
Oh, you can explain if you want.
I don't know.
Oh, this building is what I think when we completed the game, we came to a conclusion that this was a factory to build machines because, or you find out later, and I think that they trapped the flying squid
Is it flying squid?
in it and somehow makes it move. You'll see them later.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything, so
But
we won't.
it's pretty cool.
Yes. Now
Here is.
Yes.
I'll just pull this guy over. Here is the last symbol of
Yes.
this level.
a lot of people, like commonly people miss this because they just go, oh yeah, I finished the level, and they go up straight up the stairs. But we actually, a lot of people just go and discover and explore, and they find that it's a lot easier.
Since we are considerate people, we will wait for this person to come before we continue
Yes, we are not selfish people.
on. Go.
Now for the middle. See how we're both left and right? You never go in the middle.
That'll be awkward. I'll just let you watch.
So that is the end of part 3. Thank you for watching again, and we hope to see you in the next part.